Being we're live. It's EuroAsia Scrum. It's Sam and Michael. Welcome, Michael. Updates from my side. Managed to record some new intro videos for the MOOC yesterday. Got the some TAs working on doing the transcripts for those. Quite pleased with that. Client meeting with Rachel for LocalSupport yesterday. Short and sweet. As you know, Michael, you've got the new things and got those things updated, which is kind of cool. I didn't get to doing an example for Marcelo about how he should approach that VCR issue, and we've got a new pull request from Zamago, which has got a comment from a completely unrelated person, which is kind of nice to get people involved. And we're talking about trying to encourage Raul to be like maybe take the lead on project manager for website 1, as Thomas is totally swamped with Makers Academy Sweden at the moment. How are things with you, Michael?
Good. I updated the wording for the emails as Rachel suggested.
Cool.
And I've looked at. I'm just kind of looking at messing around with how to integrate React with the Rails app.
Okay. Right. What was the? I remember you mentioning React being mentioned. What was the reason that we wanted to use React?
We were thinking of doing it on the administrative panel.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, excellent. Nice one. Yes. And Vineet is joining us. Hey, Vineet, how are you doing? Can you hear us? Okay. We can't. I don't know if we can hear you. No, we can hear. Well, I can hear your audio. I guess yeah. Go ahead. Hello there, Vineet. You all right?
Yeah. I'm just getting my headphones on.
Yes, indeed. I saw. Everything okay with you? How are things going?
I've progressed in the sense of managed to get it the local support and website 1 running on my computer now.
Oh, well done.
I'm just now looking to see where I can begin with the code, where I can sort of start off on some small stories.
Sure.
Something.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Well, you've caught us at a good time. Michael is here. Michael and I were both working on LocalSupport. I think with website 1, as I was just mentioning before you joined, so with website 1, I'm kind of encouraging Raul to take on a project management role there, because we need kind of a project management setup. And I've just started a discussion there, about the direction for website 1. So do feel free to join in with that discussion, see. If you want to get, I'm not sure what easy tickets there are necessarily on someone, because the sort of the high level direction.
Yeah.
Oh, and here is Raul. Hey, Raul, how are you doing? Raul, how are you doing? Can you hear us? Okay. Not getting any audio from Raul at the moment. Well, maybe we'll come back to Raul and we'll just talk about LocalSupport for a minute. Yeah. So. Michael, you made those changes. What did you think, Michael, by the way, about this thing I was proposing about the scenario outline?
It's all right, but there's other things being checked too.
There's other things being checked there too. Yes, I mean, this is not the complete solution. I guess, I don't know if you watched the video of talking to Rachel yesterday. I mean, I not that necessarily she's ever going to look at these things, but from my point of view, like, something like this ultimately is kind of a bit more manageable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but I guess we're getting to the point of, we'll merge this in, and I will, this refactoring becomes a separate ticket. It sounds like you don't have so much appetite for playing with this anymore.
I can do it in a refactoring in a different ticket.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's merge this one in and move on. And maybe we'll have a ticket for that. I'm gonna put a ticket in Pivotal there. Put that in as a chore. So we've got a chore refactor cucumber for. Now, which thing is it? Refactor the cucumber for. This is all to do with alert org proposer when. So this is alerting org proposers Alerting all proposers. So I was going to just go to Raul, but we've lost him. Okay, and I'll just put the ticket number in there. Let's get this done. There we go. See discussion. In. Okay. All right. That doesn't look very nice. Anyway, so pop that in. Where does that then? Where does it put that? Does it puts it into that one? Does it? Okay. I think they've adjusted their settings somewhat. Okay. So then we can merge. We'll merge that in. Get that done. Oops. Head branch was modified. Oh, okay. Do you want to check that it's synced, Michael? Oh no. Okay. I think it was just a git timeout. Oh, and Raul is here. Hey, Raul, how are you doing? Can you hear us okay, Raul?
How are you doing, guys?
All right, good.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, Michael and I could carry on chatting about LocalSupport. I think Vineet is interested in seeing what's going on there. I guess you saw my little post in website 1 there. I guess the field is open for the direction we would like to take the project in. It's up to us what we want to do. Any immediate thoughts on that?
Right now, I just wanted to create a quick wiki page so that we don't lose them in the chat, and yeah, then.
Yeah, cool.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There's a little bit of. You might want to cut your video off. I mean, I can do it for you. It sometimes improves the audio. It looks like I can't do it. If you want to cut the video. But yeah, so you were saying, create a wiki page for website 1 for a project, because we've got website. Yeah. So website 2, we've got the wiki where we've had a bit of discussion there. I mean, it could even be the interesting thing about this is, like, we actually having discussion in the tickets might be easier. So if we go to website 1, I mean, we can do it in the wiki. I think the nice thing, and we've got the existing. One could just sort of create an issue here.
An issue. Okay.
Yeah, and then have the discussion on the issue, which is like direction for the site. So feel free to do it there. Okay. And what that means is that then, unlike in website 2, where I have to say this is Sam's thoughts, this is Brian's thoughts, whatever, what everybody says.
Hello.
Yeah. Any other business from your side? Anything blocking you at all?
No, nothing particular on my side. I haven't been doing much.
Cool. All right. Well, then I would declare that at the end of the stand-up, and maybe Michael, we could spend like just 5 minutes reviewing some of the things from LocalSupport. Is that good for you now?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, right. and again, I think Vineet might be interested in what we're talking about there. Okay, so we've got this. This is now merged in. We'll go back and look at the open pull requests. So I don't know. Yeah, like Marcel is obviously struggling with the VCR cucumber thing. I mean, it is kind of a complicated one, but I feel like the approach that's needed is fairly clear to me. Like, I mean, we've got ourselves to identify, like an individual failing scenario. Pointing out a particular, like this one here. So, if we're in LocalSupport, and this is all, let's find the LocalSupport one. Window, LocalSupport. Here we go. So, I mean, this issue here, Vineet, is to do with when we run. Let's check out the develop branch. Git stash. There we go. If we run like a single cucumber feature like this, we get various kinds of noise in the. Yeah. So the big issue in some ways is that we're getting, as well as the things that we expect here, we're getting this kind of noise. Now, we'd sort of been thinking that this was something that the VCR, which is a gem that sort of stubs out the internet and makes recordings of the internet, would allow us to deal with that. What is it? We're on VCR cucumber only. But it seems, and I think that one, so check out this. it seems. Oh, I called him Marcelo, haven't I? I wish everybody's like with just their names and their. Okay, but so if we. So I think this one here is supposed to now be stubbed out using the VCR jet, but the you know, it's still we still get these warnings here, and so it's part of the ongoing investigation process. I mean, is VCR actually helping us here, and how do we deal with these things? But so the procedure, which maybe that I'm hoping Marcelo, like for me right here, I mean I've previously done some searches for these things and what's going on. We did upgrade the WebMock gem, which got rid of some of them in the past. What I would be doing is I would be going to, right, let's go and find the, let me go and start RubyMine. Let's find the piece of the code, and I'd start removing things from this story. Like we notice here, actually, it's kind of all this stuff. I don't know, there's the background step. So if I bring up this thing here, let's get into, where's my view of the local support code? So this is features, so we've got app, features, homepage, and this is map feature. So, and then line 22. So at line 22 there, like, what I might do automatically is just like comment these ones out and see if I can just run the scenario and see in the first instance, is this problem created, is it related just to doing the background steps? So that looks, you know, and I can do like my format progress here. So that looks to me like, yeah, I've isolated, it's not the background steps. And I guess actually, well, it's, no, even the way in here is not giving us much of it. But it's given, this is just from visiting the home page, and then I should see that's not going to make any change. So in fact, we've got all of these, we've got all of this stuff appearing because of the, see, all of this is just from visiting the home page. Yeah. So I mean, what I would then be doing is like, within this thing, I might be stripping down the home page. Like, I mean, it's fairly clear, I guess, that the thing on the home page that's causing this is the. Have we got an about page on here? It's the map on. If I visit a page that doesn't have the map, I think it's all about the map there. I don't know. What's another page that we've got, Michael, that we could visit just to see the alternatives? We have. What about the pages that we've got? Like there's like the disclaimer page. There we go. Is that?
That may not be loaded.
Yeah, we'll just.
And test is probably not loaded.
Yeah. What we should do, of course, is go to the step for this, which is, and so what pages have we got? We've got home, sign up, sign in, contributors.
Sign up doesn't have it.
What doesn't have it?
Sign up.
Sign up. I don't know. Maybe it does because the sign up page is just. Is that a completely separate page?
It's just a device.
Yeah. Okay. I jump back to here. So sign up like that. So we can have a look here. Now that's interesting. So we we get some of these, like some of these things here. I thought we got, but see, things like this, like a request for the PNG, I would have thought that. I mean, maybe VCR is anyway. But this is the kind of process of like picking apart the scenario that I feel like Marcelo, if he's working on, or anybody working on it, would need to follow. I thought we got rid of a load of these by upgrading WebMock or Geocoder before. We got rid of a load of the things by upgrading Geocoder, didn't we, Michael? Didn't we fix that one time with Geocoder?
Not that I remember.
But I think we did fix some of them in the specs by doing that, but not to worry about it. But I guess I'm wondering if this is related to Capital. Anyway, we won't spend any more time on that, but that at least illustrates the approach that I think Marcelo should be taking, diving into it. I mean,
there's two separate things. There's getting rid of the messages, which we may end up having to actually set a
Yeah.
we may have to mess around with the Capybara WebKit driver
Mm-hmm.
to get it to not print those messages out.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's the question of, are we actually isolated
Absolutely.
with VCR, or are we
yeah.
failing when we're not online?
You're exactly correct in that regard. So and yeah. So that yeah, I'll try and get this discussion to Marcelo, and we'll see. But so that's that thing. I'm tempted to dive into it, but we should probably move on. So there was that that issue there. Zamago has anyway is working on something that looks, I think, relatively yes. This is the CSS layout, and we've got a new person giving some information. So that's all good. So that's the pull requests, and that sort of sorts those out. These sort of old ones, probably I'll end up retiring them. We've got one here. Isigleda hasn't updated on that. I haven't heard from her, so I'm going to close that pull request. And we've got these two older refactoring ones here from, this is a big refactoring that we talked about doing last year but never got to. I guess, yeah, I'll try and take a pass on that next week maybe. But so going back to local support then, so is this one now is finished up, isn't it, Michael? This is the one that I've just merged in.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, cool. So we'll finish that one up, and I'll deliver that, try and show it to the client next week. And so what we've got, and then this is a welcome Srini Visasan as well. I mean, we've got, I mean, all of these. Michael, did you explicitly move these over from the backlog into the current? Because before we had all of these, the bugs and the chores were in the backlog rather than the current. You didn't move them over, did you? You're muted. No. I think this may just have been a setting change on the part of Pivotal that they now have these here. But so, I mean, any and all of these, like bugs and chores would be, you're more than welcome to look at Vinit, Srinivas, anybody who wants to work on any of these.
Okay.
The interesting thing about the bugs and the chores is they're not pointed. So there's a question of, some of them may be much more difficult than others. But of course, anything that you're interested in, read about it, and rather than doing it kind of independently, the thing to do is say, oh, I was thinking, chat in here on local support chat and say, oh, I was thinking of working on this, and Michael and I and others will say, oh yeah, that's a simple one, or oh well, that one's maybe a bit difficult, or whatever. We'll give you advice on any individual one that you want. I mean, what I'm kind of saying to the client is, and I've been saying to us as a team, is we should probably try and get these chores and bugs. We've built up kind of a stack of them. This is kind of our technical debt before we kick into. I mean, these are the features that the client is talking about having interest in. This is the next highest priority one, which is allowing volunteer locations to differ from org locations and some other things there. So, have you got a feeling of what you were talking about doing that React thing next, Michael? Does that correspond to a particular ticket?
No.
No. So maybe you want to make a. I mean, the idea of using React is that it would just improve the experience on the admin interface, right?
It can make it more maintainable.
Yeah.
Also, Marion and I have a desire to use more JavaScript.
Yeah. I would love to see it. Yeah.
John said he might be able to help.
Yeah.
But at Thanksgiving though.
Cool. So. Yeah. I think it sounds like a great project. I'm liking what I'm hearing about React and so on. Yeah. So this is the admin interface. Cool. We'll do create a chore or a ticket or something to correspond to that and put some thoughts. Shall I just do that for you now? If we haven't got anything, let's have a look at what we've got related to admin. We've got an epic.
We don't have a ticket, I don't think, for it specifically.
You saying you don't have a ticket on it?
No.
No, I was just wondering if we had some existing tickets that it would correspond to, and if we don't, then I would just going to put here like a chore that was upgrade admin interface to use React for fun and learning, hoping admin interface. I guess the admin interface as it stands is a bit of a custom job by John, in the first instance. We'll need more maybe.
Well, yeah, and it has it has some amount of data,
Yeah,
like the organizations and everything.
yeah.
So React might be a good fit for it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, and I guess the thing is, the admin interface doesn't have the constraints of the rest of the site that it's got to work, backwards compatible.
Yeah, and we
all
can
the
just,
browsers.
yeah,
But as long as it works for Rachel, then that's the
right.
key. Browser.
We can assume whoever
Mm-hmm.
the admin has a newer computer.
Yeah, I think so. Cool. Okay. So we've got that in there. We'll put you in there and Mariam. Cool. All right. And yeah, so just look down here. Yeah, I mean this is the bug here that it's related to what Marcelo is working on. Main position. That is kind of low profile. Can I drag that over there again? I'll just put that low ones that are silly. Yeah. I mean, for the rest of them, this was an interesting sort of error that I discovered recently. It's, yeah. Cool. Okay. So I think that kind of covers it. Vinny, Srini, any questions at all about the project or how you might go forward?
No, like you said, we should look at the bugs and chores and then post in the Slack chat if we want to take up any of them, or just first I suppose it's a matter of getting familiar with some of the code and features, and so listening in on this kind of a Scrum and getting to hands-on with a little bit of code will help.
Yeah, exactly, and feel free to observe any pair programming sessions that go on, and just like get yourself comfortable. Any pair, the critical thing was being in this channel here, and you'll see all of the even if you miss the Scrum, you'll see the updates that we make in the tracker and GitHub, and any pairing sessions that go through here as well. So, yeah, cool, nice one. Srinivasan, any thoughts? Great to have you with us. But yeah, always just hanging out is good for now. Okay, well I think we're kind of done then, everyone. Any more for any more? Any questions or blocks or anything at all? If not,
nothing in particular. So I'll speak with you on the Slack channel, and I guess you're the client for website 1, right?
Yeah, that's how we've done it. I was doing it with Brian and Thomas for a long time. Whether that's the right way to do it going forward, that's also something to discuss.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll continue the discussion in the Slack channel then.
Excellent. Yeah, nice one. Thanks, guys. Good meeting. Catch you all before too long. All right. Bye for now.
Okay.
Ciao.
Oh, and feel free to hang out here and chat if you want to. I mean, Vinny and Srinivasan, if you guys want to set up a pairing session, be my guest. Just because we leave, you can stay here. The room still exists. Just
okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye for now.